Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video I've got the second match of round 2 of my Super Rugby Aotearoa 2021 competition. This one is going to be between the Crusaders and the Hurricanes, and it should be a very good game. But if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We do have two strong and very evenly matched lineups here. The Crusaders getting a win in their first match of round 1 and the Hurricanes losing to the Blues in round 1. So both teams will once again want to get that win. And I think it could be a very close match, and I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, that is the starting lineups, and here are the benches. They are looking pretty similar overall to what they did last week for both sides. 2 changes for the Crusaders and 1 change for the Hurricanes. But anyway, let's get right into the match. I am going to be the Hurricanes for this first half because of the fact that they are the away team. But then I will be the Crusaders in the second. But it is Richie Moanga kicking off this one. And let's get into it. Oh no. Who's going to get that? That is going to be Fedu Douglas's ball, and he has shunted off a couple players. The Crusaders looking like they're going to try and play some quick rugby in this one. I would say Laumape has dropped the ball, and that is not what we want. And handling errors have been playing a big factor in the last couple matches. Lester Nuku shunts off 2, and he's still going. Inside ball to Cody Taylor, who has been driven into touch, but we are going back for the scrum. Right, it will be scrum feed to the Crusaders, but yeah, handling errors lately have been playing a big factor in these matches, because of the fact that the team who has less handling errors in their half seem to be winning the games. They are going for a set play here, the Crusaders. Richie Moanga goes across to Goodhue, who is playing 13 for this one. Will Jordan back to Sevu Reeves, back across the field to Scott Barrett. And Scrafton has ripped that one away. Princep now goes to Wes Hooson, who is on the right wing for this one. Garden Bishop, offload to Vince Aso, who is tackled by Mitch Drummond. Jamie Booth now goes to Scrafton, goes to Princep, who is clotheslined by Michael Alalatoa, and he is going to be going to the bin for 10 minutes now.
Well, that was dangerous play.
We saw quite a few high tackles in the first match of round 2. Might be looking pretty similar in this one as well, but Garden Bishop is going to go for the corner here. Hopefully I will be able to get some good meters. That's not too bad. Finding touch just outside the 22 for the Hurricanes. It is going to be Dane Coles with this throw. And that one is hopefully going to be decent enough to find fire for Feta. And it has. Now it is Jamie Booth who goes to Jackson Garden Bishop, going across to Julian Savia. One more to Laumape, who has got a lot of space there. He tries to step, but Will Jordan makes a very good tackle. Crusaders in that ruck very early, but somehow we have managed to retain that one. Karefi now fires it out to Wes Hooson, who tried to offload almost to Jackson Garden Bishop. The Crusaders are known for their very good defence here. It's gone back to Garden Bishop though. Inside step, but he has been hit by Cody Taylor. I think it was Cody Taylor anyway.
They may look to go to a set piece.
They are saying maybe we should go to a set piece. I won't be quite doing that. Karefi goes out to Laumape. Now it's going to be drawing pass to Julian Savia on the bounce, who's put the ball down and scored the first try of the match for the Hurricanes.
Unstoppable in that try.
He has done very well there, Julian Savia. He had a little bit of a rough game against the Blues, but he is looking like he is going to start this one decently. It was James Armstrong who was actually playing halfback for this one. Passes it to Karefi, good long ball, out to Laumape, who hits the gap, runs straight at Sevu Reeves, draws him in, and Savia scores the try. And it is Jackson Garden Bishop doing the kicking for the Hurricanes in this one. And he has got that one, Jackson Garden Bishop. So the score after 9 minutes is going to be 7-0 to the Hurricanes. And I have to say, my voice still hasn't quite come right from that live streaming session that we did the other night. So hopefully it will be able to last throughout this recording. But apologies in advance for that. Dane Coles takes that one now and is tackled low by Joe Moody. And I thought that was going to be the Crusaders' ball, but we have somehow hung on to it. Jamie Booth now goes to Artie Savia. Goes back to Wes Hooson. One more to Vince Aso, who's in a little bit of space. He steps around Will Jordan, who was able to get the ankle tap, and David Havili finishes the job. Sione Havili in that ruck very early, and because of it, they have now got the ball, the Crusaders. Mitch Drummond fires it back to Richie Moanga, who has been hit hard, and we have now got the advantage as well. Scrafton now playing halfback, goes to Karefi once again, fires it out to Laumape. This is a repeat of the last move, but Julian Savia, he is going to run straight at Will Jordan. But Will Jordan has made a very good tackle there. Jamie Booth now round the side, gets smashed in the tackle. Geordie Barrett is in the line. Vince Aso has tackled well by Joe Moody and injured. I was wondering why I wasn't able to offload that, but that is why Vince Arso has been hurt in the tackle. It is going to be Billy Proctor making his way onto the field to replace Vince Arso. That's a big hit to the Hurricanes very early in this match. Hopefully it doesn't cost them, but we will have to wait and see how the rest of this first half will go. But we have got the scrum, which is probably the one benefit of an injury. I always say it because of the fact that if you can get a set piece going off the scrum, it could be try time. And I am going to try it here, although it might be a little bit compact. And Sevu Reece might be able to cover it, although if he has gone for him, maybe not. Julian Savia is going to run it straight, and he has managed to score his second try of the match. And I will say that is the only try I am allowed to score with a set play in this half as the Hurricanes, so from now on they do have to be by other means, but nonetheless this was a good scrum from the Hurricanes off the injury of Vince Arso. Jamie Booth goes to Garden Bishop, out to Billy Proctor, the new man. Julian Savia takes it well, runs straight as an arrow and gets to the try line. Jackson Garden Bishop now with this kick. It is a rather difficult one, but I think he will be able to get it. Jackson Garden Bishop, and it's gone straight down the middle, so now the score is 14-0 to the Hurricanes after 15 minutes. They are starting this match very well. And that is Michael Aotearoa who is coming back onto the field now. So his yellow card was quite costly for the Crusaders. Of course, now that I think about it, they would have had to put one of their backs in the scrum. I hadn't thought about it that way, but that might have been why. Tell you what, Princep is having a good run up the middle. Sione Arvili, or I believe it was Fidu Douglas, just stood his ground and made a very good tackle. Jamie Booth goes to Tyrell Lomax now, goes back to Scrafton. Garden Bishop goes to Laumape, and now it's Julian Savia down the wing once again. He's tried to step, but Will Jordan has made a very good tackle on him. He has been making quite a few good tackles in this one, Will Jordan. Wes Hewson hit very hard in the tackle. We didn't quite get to use our backline there. JB Booth goes to Artie Savia. Geordie Barrett now goes to Billy Proctor. There's a lot of space once again. Proctor trying to lure everyone in, but it is intercepted. And now Will Jordan offloads it to Sam Whitelock, who has tackled well. But there was almost another chance for the Crusaders there. He has fired it back to Richie Moinga, who has kicked it way downfield, and we don't actually have a fullback at this point, which is quite concerning. Who is going to get that one? It is going to be Wes Hewson. He has picked it up well, but he is well covered. But that's a great pass to Julian Savia now, who has run straight into Sevu Reece. And because of it, we have been stopped. But now there is a big gap in behind, so I am going to try and kick it downfield. Not really looking for touch. Jamie Booth is just trying to catch that one. But Goodhue and Will Jordan are just that little bit quicker, but that's a great kick. Oh, but Goodhue didn't actually grab that one. That's interesting. Laumape now extremely close to the line on his back. 1 metre short, and that's been ripped away by Scott Barrett. That was very well done from him. And tell you what, that was great defence from the Crusaders under all sorts of pressure there. That's a great low tackle from Karefi. Drives him back. Tackled in goal is the call. So it is. That's interesting. Surely that would have been a 5 metre scrum. But nonetheless, because they were in the field of play, the Crusaders. But I guess you got to go with it. Lomax runs straight at Havili. Not the best idea. And because of it, I think the Crusaders have actually got that ball back. Yes, they have. Yeah, interesting call there. Richie Moinga has dropped the ball again. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. We have now got the scrum, but because I have already scored off a set play, I'm not allowed to do another one. Or I guess I can do one. I just can't score off it.
They're playing well at the moment.
What are we going to do off this one? If we can keep this ball, that is. I think I'm going to go with Artie Savia off the back. We're going to go to the right. It's going back to Jamie Booth. Quick answer, Princep. It wasn't quite who we were after, though. I actually wanted it to get out to the backs, and because of it, the Crusaders are going to get this ball now. Mitch Drummond fires it back to Richie Moinga once again, and at the moment, the only job he has had is kicking the ball back to us, which isn't really what he wants, that's for sure. Julian Savia finds Geordie Barrett, who has been tackled by David Arvili. But the Crusaders, look how quick they are into that breakdown. But somehow we have kept that one. And there is going to be a big gap now in the back line. Scrafton goes to Laumape, one more to Garden Bishop. Tell you what, if there was a big gap, I couldn't find it. They have done extremely well, the Crusaders. And now they have got the ball just outside our 22. Mitch Drummond with a great ball to Cody Taylor. Inside ball to Michael Aotearoa, who is tackled by Wes Hewson. Dane Coles rips that one away, but no one was set, unfortunately. We're getting driven closer and closer to our line. That's the thing with the Crusaders' defence. It is very sharp when it needs to be. That is a great kick downfield from Jamie Booth. And it is going to be David Harvey's ball by the looks of it. Tell you what, Jamie Booth was the only Hurricane within any chance of chasing that one. Good tackle from Fafita now. We're outside their 22, so I assume, yes, they were going to try and kick that one. That's a great hit from our player there. Mitch Drummond now fires it back to Sione Harvey, who's tackled well by, it was Karefi. They are just looking for a little bit of a gap here at the moment, the Crusaders. Possibly going to be looking for a kick extremely soon because of the fact that, oh, I'll tell you what, Artie Savi has hit him hard there. They are getting driven further and further back. Michael Alatoa hitting it up for about the third time. But Karefi steals that one now, but he has been tackled by Scott Barrett. Have we still got this? Yes, we do. Right, I think we've got to go to the right here. One of their players is offside, but now he isn't. Laumape goes to Wes Houston, who's looking at the corner, and he is going to cut inwards. That's a good try for the Hurricanes, and that is their third of the half now. And Wes Houston was the man who was able to score it. Yeah, interesting stuff there overall. We went from our end to their end, and then they were just trying to run it out. Richie Moing, I guess, didn't really want to take this kick. And because of it, we did get the ball back. Jamie Booth to Laumape, out to Wes Houston, who was only marked by Fedu Douglas. So he was always going to have the pace advantage. And the Hurricanes now further ahead in this match. And it is still 32 minutes in at the moment. So we have still probably got enough time to look at getting maybe 1 or 2 more tries. But at the moment it is 21-0 to the Hurricanes. Jackson Garden-Bishop very happy with that one. Put the arms in the air. The game isn't over yet though. I should mention the Crusaders, they have got a very good ability to come back in matches. And maybe it will be the same in the second half. It was well taken from Dane Coles. Geordie Barrett wanted it. But Dane Coles doing very well in the air there. And once again the fullback is lacking for the Crusaders. So I am going to kick this straight down the middle of the field. For a start, Jamie Booth always looks like he might get it, and then all of a sudden, all of the Crusaders players who have got pace. Oh, that was close to forward. Good tackle from Laumape. Karefi now tackles Whitelock. Scott Barrett hit hard. Armstrong rips the ball away as well. Garden-Bishop now out to Billy Proctor. He's got pace, and Billy Proctor has scored the try for the Hurricanes. He had too much pace for Sevu Reece and Will Jordan, and you can't say that about a lot of men, that's for sure. But Billy Proctor off the bench because of the injury to Vince Asso has now scored a try for the Hurricanes. They did have the ball once again, the Crusaders. Armstrong rips it away. Garden-Bishop to Billy Proctor. Look at that acceleration. He has 3-star players behind him in the Crusaders, but they just weren't quite able to catch him. Jackson Garden-Bishop now with another kick, and the Hurricanes are putting in a very good start to this match. And I feel like you have to against the Crusaders. They were able to score, I believe it was around 38 points in the last match. And that was all in the same half, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, the Crusaders, they were able to score 38 points in the last match, so they may be able to do it again. That's a good take from Dane Coles off the kickoff from Richie Moinga. The Crusaders in there very early, but we have got that one. And tell you what, once again, where is their fullback? He is in the line here. Will Jordan is just there. Oh, Savia takes that one well. We have still got it. Will Jordan has decided he wants to be on the line, which is an interesting choice, so we are going to try and punish him for it. Savia goes back to Scrafton, goes to Geordie Barrett, who has dropped the ball, unfortunately. Good tackle from Will Jordan. And we are up to 38 minutes at the moment. We almost want this ball to go out or for them to make a few meters if we do want to get one more chance. Right, we are going to get a chance if we can win this scrum to end the first half, because we only have about 20 seconds left now, I believe.
The scrum is pretty tight in this game. No one will give an inch here.
Set. Good, strong hit.
We're going to need a perfect push. And I'm wondering whether the Crusaders would be willing to kick this one out because of the full-time siren. I feel like they wouldn't. Definitely not, because they are just inside our half now. It's a good run from Fedu Douglas, but it is going to be ripped away by Jackson Garden-Bishop. Goes back to Scrafton. Proctor now fires it out to Laumape. It is a little bit rough, this backline movement, but now Wes Houston is in a bit of space. And he has tried to step, and he is still going, Wes Houston, but he has been tackled by Joe Moody. Can the Hurricanes score one more before the end of this first half? Jamie Booth now around the side. Goes to Scrafton, who's been heavily involved so far. It's got to Laumape, one more to Julian Savia, who has tried to fend off Sevu Reece, but he is a hard man to fend.
Do they have this, Stuart?
Artie Savia now goes to Karefi. Back to Armstrong. One more to Laumape. Goes out to Garden Bishop. Out to Wes Houston, who's got pace. And is he going to get there? Oh no, I pressed the wrong button there. I didn't press the try scoring one. I was going to try and step. But instead, Jamie Booth round the side is going to score the try. And the Hurricanes get their 5th try of this first half. So they've already got the bonus point. But the question is, are they going to be able to get the win here? Jamie Booth did very well there for the Hurricanes. Not as well as Wes Houston was about to do, but unfortunately, I just got absolutely whacked by Will Jordan. But from here, we were able to just set it up a little bit. And Jamie Booth from there found the gap. Didn't get tackled by John Moody. Who was that? Joe Moody. And because of it, we were able to score. Jackson Garden Bishop with this kick to end the first half for the Hurricanes. And the score is going to be 35-0. And with that, we are going to make the switch to the Crusaders. It's going to be a tough second half, that's for sure. Having to score probably 5 tries and some, depending on if the Hurricanes are going to be able to carry over this momentum from this first half. But overall, they will be very happy with that, the Hurricanes. They were losing by more than that against the Blues in the last match. And they weren't able to get back into it, so they might have high hopes here. And look at those 9 kicks, 9 line breaks, and 9 handling errors for the Hurricanes. 3 handling errors for the Crusaders is quite high for an AI team and a half, but the possession and the territory was all in the favour of the Hurricanes. So the Crusaders, if they can get some ball in this second half, they might have a decent chance in this. It is going to be Jackson Garden Bishop kicking off for the Hurricanes. I could bet you about $2 that he will go short here. He went long. I'm sorry, I owe you $2. Goodhue has taken that one well, and he has been tackled. Right, what are the Crusaders going to be able to do in the second half to get back into this match? It's going to be Fetu Douglas now out to Sevu Reece, who has been well covered by Julian Savia. I might have to consider just kicking this one back to the Hurricanes at this point. We are just outside our 22, so I'm not going to be looking for a touch. It's a good kick from Mitch Drummond, but well covered by Geordie Barrett. Is he going to kick it back? No, he is going to try and run it for Fetu. Has not been tackled by Will Jordan, but he is by Whitelock, who wasn't quite able to get back to his feet in time. Jamie Booth round the side, and tell you what, they're starting to run with some real power, the Hurricanes. That was a weird sentence, but nonetheless, Artie Savia, that's a gap. What an ankle tap by Joe Moody there. It had to be made. Cody Dalen not able to get that. And I feel like momentum is a thing because, oh, Prinsep is injured though. Because I feel like anytime I switch, the team that I have been just ends up going very well for the first 10. But hopefully we will be able to get the Crusaders back into this one. But Prinsep looks like he's had a head knock. And because of it, it is going to be Gareth Evans coming onto the field. We have got a scrum. The feed is to the Hurricanes. Are we going to be able to win this one against the... Oh, I thought... Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, that was almost 4 perfect ones. But just not quite, unfortunately. Oh, that was a great inside ball, but a great low tackle from Sione Havili as well. Jamie Booth now goes to Artie Savia. Can we get this ball? Christie has ripped it away now. Fetu Douglas out to Richie Moinga. Goes to David Havili. It's 3-on-1. It's out to Goodhue. Has he got enough base to keep running and not stop? Yes, he does, Jack Goodhue. And he is going to score the first try of the match for the Crusaders. It took them 6 minutes to score. If we continue at that rate, we might have a chance in this match. But it is that man, Jack Goodhue, who is playing 13 for this match. David Havili on his inside at 12. Christie rips the ball away, goes to Douglas, goes out to Richie Moinga. And at that stage, Wes Houston, he didn't really have a lot of choice because of the fact it was going to be 3-on-1. If Goodhue had a man marking him, he also had the option on his outside. But well done from the Crusaders, and now it is a kick for Richie Moinga. It is his first of the match, so hopefully this one will go straight down the middle. Yes, it does. And because of it now, the score is 35 to the Hurricanes, 7 to the Crusaders. Is this the start of the comeback? That is the question, but it is going to be Jackson Garden Bishop kicking off for the Hurricanes. He has kicked long once again. Goodhue takes that one. And that is a good tackle from Laumape. And that looks like it could be Artie Savia's. No, we have kept that one, and they don't have a fullback at this point. So once everyone stops moving, I am going to try and kick this one in behind a little bit. Mitch Drummond kicks it straight down the middle. Has he got enough pace? He's trying, but I think it's going to be Julian Savia's ball. But he is going to be under a lot of pressure. That's a perfectly weighted kick there, and that's going to be a 5-metre scrum. What a kick from Mitch Drummond, and now the Crusaders are right in where they want to be. If they can win this scrum, that is. Right, do I use my set play try yet? I don't think I will. So because of it, Feru Douglas round the side tries to shunt one off. He has been driven backwards though, and that might be the Hurricanes ball. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have gone round the side there, and it might cost us now because of it. And Geordie Barrett, he is quick, but is Will Jordan quick enough? I'm trying to cut him off. I'm slowly getting there. Am I going to get him? No. And Geordie Barrett's going to score it. And I messed up big time for the Crusaders. I should have used the set play, but I let it get the better of me, unfortunately, and because of it, we weren't set for that back line. I should have known that they were going to rip it away. I could have at least used the back line rather than trying to go around the side, and from here it was a counter-attack, and it was a very good one. I thought Will Jordan might have been able to catch Geordie Barrett here, but just not quite able to. Tries to ankle tap, and Geordie Barrett too quick, and now the Hurricanes, they have taken the momentum straight back. Jackson Garden-Bishop now with this kick for the Hurricanes, and he will be very happy with that, Jackson Garden-Bishop. He knows how important this kick is as well. And by the looks of it, he should be able to get it. Yes, he does, Jackson Garden-Bishop. So now the score is 42 to the Hurricanes and 7 to the Crusaders. We're going to need that 5 tries and some once again. That was a big mistake from myself, and it could have just cost the Crusaders the game. But Richie Moinga kicking off once again. David Avili chasing hard. Hopefully we will be able to get this ball back very soon. Possibly score very soon as well. Cody Taylor trying to rip that one away, but just not quite able to. Now it is Jamie Booth who fires it out to Karefi, and they look like they want to run a little bit here. The Hurricanes, they don't look like they're going to be setting up for a kick. They just set up for a kick. That's a great low tackle, and David Avili picks it up. Tries to go to another man, but it didn't work. Right, have I learnt my lesson from this scrum? I feel like I got to take the set play here, or at least use the back line. Might be a good idea. Unless, of course, the Hurricanes are able to win this one. But they have not. Right, I'm going to try the same one, except we have actually got numbers this time. Mitch Drummond out to Sevu Reece. That's what I should have done. And it is a try to the Crusaders, and now we still need a few more tries, but that is the start of it. Sevu Reece able to get that one nice and easy, and that does not count as a set play, even though it looked like one. I'm meaning the set plays that you start with either LT or L2, depending on what console you're on. But this was well done. We needed those 2 defenders out on this side rather than just the one. That's a good draw and pass. And Sevu Reece gets the try. Right, the Crusaders, they need to keep scoring at this rate if they want to win this one. And every kick is actually pretty much crucial at this point. And who knows, maybe it will go to a drop kick at the end of the match, depending on who is sitting on what points. But nonetheless, it is 14 to the Crusaders, 42 to the Hurricanes now. And I would assume Jackson Garden-Bishop, I've worked out the tactic, and that is to kick long because of the fact, oh no. Right, I haven't worked out the tactic, and that one, I tell you what, that's a new tactic. Laumapo's done very well there to kick that one. That's going to be Dane Cole's ball, and straight away, they are on the counter here. Tell you what, we had someone who was extremely deep. I think it was Mitch Drummond there. He was actually behind the actual field of play. Oh, Julian Savia breaking tackles. That's not a good sight for the Hurricanes. Or it is for the Hurricanes, it's not for the Crusaders, that's for sure. Jamie Booth is hit hard by Mitch Drummond, but at the moment, they are holding on to the ball well, the Hurricanes. Good low tackle from Scott Barrett. We're not quite getting this ball yet. Dane Coles is tackled by Will Jordan back to his feet quickly, but just not quite quick enough, unfortunately. That's a good tackle on Proctor. We're driving him back, but at this stage they just aren't quite giving up the ball. Unfortunately, Artie Savi is having a good run there. But yeah, they are in the rucks very early, the Hurricanes. And from there, you can't really do a lot. Dane Cole's now shunting people off as well. But Cody Taylor has ripped that one away. Scott Barrett now goes to Whitelock. Goes out to Richie Moinga. David Arvili, we're trying to use our backline. It's just not quite working. And unfortunately for us, we're just going nowhere. But now I am going to kick this one in behind once again. No fullback. This seems to be a common occurrence for this match. But Geordie Barrett is actually going to win that foot race and get back there. But once again, a very good kick from Mitch Drummond. Putting them under all kinds of pressure. Drummond, unfortunately, not able to get that ball. That's gone out to Wes Hooson, who has kicked for touch, and it's a good kick. Well played by the Hurricanes there. It's going to be hard to beat them if they keep playing like that, that's for sure. Cody Taylor now with this throw. It's important, and I've messed it up, unfortunately. Which does mean it's going to be Fafita's ball. Even if it was straight, it was probably almost going to be Fafita's ball. But nonetheless, now they are going to the short side, or the blind side, I believe they call it. But yeah, look at that from the Hurricanes. As soon as they hit the ground, A lot of teams could learn something from... Oh, I've just jinxed them again. Scott Barrett now to Sione Arveli. Can we use our backs now? Good Hugh is having a good run. He has passed it to David Arveli. One more to Richie Moinga. This is a poor backline movement from the Crusaders once again. And Artie Savia is going to be on a run. And that's going to well and truly be the game for the Hurricanes. No one's going to stop him. And Artie Savia scores. And the Crusaders once again punished for their backline. And look at it, Richie Moinga. Can't believe it. Artie Savia running away, and he is a quick man since the update. Good Hugh goes to... Oh, it's just not good. And because of it, Savia linking up with Savia as well, the Savia brothers. And he has just won that for the Hurricanes. Well and truly, I feel like they had won it already, but this really puts the icing on the cake. And tell you what, with a score like this is going to do interesting things to the table, that's for sure. The Crusaders winning their first game, Hurricanes losing their first game. But the Crusaders, it was a very close game. Whereas the Hurricanes, they were beaten heavily by the Blues. And that is exactly what's going to happen to the Crusaders this game. So I am intrigued to see what the table looks like in the next couple weeks. David Arveli chasing hard once again, but Jamie Booth is tackled. It was going to get that no one. Unfortunately for the Crusaders, they've just been a step behind in the breakdown of this match. Unless Will Jordan just rips it away like he just did. Richie Moinga now going to Sione Arveli, who's been clotheslined by James Armstrong, and he is going to be going to the bin now. It is a good day to go to the bin if you are a prop by the looks of it. James Armstrong in the bin for 10 minutes. Right, I have made a couple subs. We're going to go for the scrum here, and I'm going to use that set play if I can win it, because we haven't scored this half yet. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a great push from the Hurricanes though, and they are playing a game above at the moment. Instead of saying that's not quite a league above, that's what I was trying to say. Julian Savia running, he is a hard man to stop. So is Artie Savia. Those two are going to be lethal for the Hurricanes this season. Garden Bishop hit hard in the tackle. Scott Barrett has got it. Alalatoa now fires it back to Tom Christie, goes to Mitch Drummond. Can we get a try here? Good you. Back to Lester Fainanuku, pierces the gap, does the step. Lester Fainanuku. Oh, that was a great tackle from Jamie Booth there, because Fafita's tackle was going to drive him over, but Whitelock from here surely is going to make it. No, he has been tackled by Geordie Barrett. What a tackle from the fullback for the Hurricanes. Mitch Drummond now backing himself around the side, and he has been stopped and driven backwards as well, and that's going to be the Hurricanes' ball. No, it's not. We have somehow still kept that one. Right, we've got to work out a plan that isn't going around the side of the ruck, because you don't seem to make many metres. David Arveli's been clotheslined now by Lau Mape. I guess I can just take this one quick, because we were going to do the scrum anyway. David Arveli goes to Richie Moinga. One more to Goodhue. Quick hands out to Sevu Reece, who has scored once again for the Crusaders. But it's just not going to be enough, unfortunately, for them today. Beaten at home as well. That is something that is not a common occurrence for the Crusaders. But it was just that first half. We were able to get 5 tries on the board, and it's just that scoreboard pressure as well that does make you do some dumb things, could be said. But Sevu Reece has been able to score the try once again. I guess the top try scorers. Will Sevu Reece be right up the top of that list? I think he will be close throughout this season. And that one has gone down the middle from Richie Moinga, so now the subs will be made. There's going to be David Arveli coming off the field for Dallas McLeod, and also Richie Moinga coming off the field for Brett Cameron. Jackson Garden Bishop kicking off this one for the Hurricanes once again. I feel like if the Crusaders can get one more try, I would be happy with that. And tell you what, at this stage, the Hurricanes might get one more try. That was a very good tackle from Julian Savia. I feel like I've got to kick this one back, but for the sake of trying to score, I think I don't. Oh, it's Moody. He hasn't got a lot of pace. Tell you what, that was an inside ball and a half to Whitelock. And now we have got a little bit of pressure, the Hurricanes, although they have got us under a lot as well. Brett Cameron, it's another clothesline. Tell you what, the Hurricanes have decided that they want to see a little bit more yellow than their kits at the moment, and they are just going to continuously go to the bin at this stage. It is Wes Hooson now going off the field. From here, what do? I think we've got to kick for touch, but the Hurricanes only 1 point away from hitting the 50. Will they be the first team this year to be able to do it? That's, I thought for a second if they were able to keep that one in there, Tyrell Lomax, I would have said that they are doing a very good job, that's for sure. Cody Taylor, and it's not straight, unfortunately, so we are going to be giving this ball straight back to the Hurricanes now. And I would say more than likely they will consider, and James Armstrong is back from the bin. I would say that they will take the scrum here, the Hurricanes. Oh, okay. I feel like everything I've said in this match has been wrong almost, which is rather unfortunate, but we have got that ball back, so in a way, we did just get that line out win. Dallas McLeod now having a run. He's gone to Will Jordan, kind of Stevie Roos facing backwards, who has dropped the ball now as well. So it is just not the Crusaders' day. The advantage is over. Can they get one more before the end of this match, or will the Hurricanes hold on to this and end the match 49 points ahead? Oh, I think we've got one last chance. They aren't 49 points ahead either. I realise at this stage I am just saying random stuff. Mitch Drummond now goes to Julian Savia. He was waiting perfectly for that. It's gone to Mitch Drummond, who's dropped the ball. Don't touch that, Will Jordan. That's going to be the end of the game. And I have to say, fair play to the Hurricanes. They scored almost as many tries as me in that second half. And the Crusaders just didn't get enough in the first to make it a close match. And I thought it was going to be. So that is rather unfortunate, but not unfortunate for the Hurricanes, of course. They will be sitting decently on the table now. The Hurricanes now 1 win, 1 loss. The Crusaders also the same. Yeah, in this match, the try scorers were Artie Savia, Jamie Booth, Julian Savia got 2, Wes Hooson got 1, Geordie Barrett got 1, and Billy Proctor got the other. And Jackson Garner Bishop having a very good day, 7 from 7 for the Crusaders. It was 1 for Goodhue, 2 for Reese, and 3 from Moanga, but it just wasn't enough for them, unfortunately. And because of it, you have to say they did deserve it there. The Hurricanes, because of how many line breaks they had. Handling errors 12 apiece is pretty impressive. Possession and territory were in the Hurricanes' favour. It was actually pretty even in some of those other stats, but then of course the line breaks was the difference for the Hurricanes, and they were able to win this match. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.